Last time on Final Fantasy 16, we completed a quest in Lost Wing that showed us the sordid history of the innkeeper there. And we started on the main quest again, which required us to go get some Stardust Black Sand for Blackthorn. Here we are to turn it in.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Hope so.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
Maneuvers, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Of course.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Now we have to make the slow trek back over to Mid.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Yeah, you should.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
So I probably could have taken Otto just fine. I honestly expected that quest to have combat in it, but it didn't. You know what? From here, it might actually be quicker to go out this way. Obviously, the Enterprise is not going to be made out of this thing here, like I would really have liked to have seen. Would have been really cool if Mid somehow got this ship flying again, but you know, we can't all get what we want.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
Mid, I'm back. Now come with me to your father's
I'll
grave.
come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
Is that
For
not
this,
also
we'll be
going to need
repurposing fallen
Blackthorn?
scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
How lucky are we?
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
Wow, what's her name? You don't even
What's
know
her
the name of your assistant?
Right.
Come on, Mid, do better. Eleanor,
Oh, Sid.
I didn't know
is
it
this
either.
about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which
You're reading off a
disperses
script,
it
aren't
into
you?
the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Yeah.
This is where the helm comes in.
It's
It
fine.
connects
What
to
could
the
possibly
plating,
go
you
wrong
see,
with that?
and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand
These
and
are a
absorb
lot of
levels
big
of
words
heat
that
far
Clive
above
doesn't
anything we are able to
understand.
make today.
And I barely
not only that,
understand.
they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern
Oh,
to-
that
You
doesn't
can stop
sound
there.
bad at all.
I understand.
Please
Mid
no.
said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near
Really?
Lost Wing.
I was
The
just out
thing
there.
is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much.
I'm sure
Thank
that'd
you,
help a
Sid.
lot.
I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. Letting off steam. True. What unwanted visitor is this going to be? A little bit frustrating that we're going back to exactly where we need to be. We could have knocked out the side quest at the same time.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the bales.
Oh.
Leave anything you don't need behind.
Here we have them gathering for the upcoming war. Very grim. Well, not my problem. You guys started this, you can finish it. I have bigger things to do, like, I don't know,
If you're ready,
save the world or something. Okay, Helena, where's that unwanted visitor?
There you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course.
You're all bearers, aren't you?
I'll be
You
right
don't need
back.
to be that scared. Like, what could it possibly be that you're also worried about? Surely it's not an atlas, is it?
Anybody home?
Gorgle. Oh, it's an Araman.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Oh, we can deal with an Araman. Back out. There we go. Yep.
Too slow.
Come on. Okay, so that is stronger than I realized.
Too slow.
That's fine, we can deal with this. Nope. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to block this guy because his attacks are just not the kind that get blocked. Oh, that is? Why can you have done that before now? Okay, now you're gonna go down. There we go. Aerial blast. Raging fist. Judgment Bolt. Thunderstorm. And then back to threat. Okay, let's get out. And we're safe.
Help me, boy.
Come on. They're not that scary, really. Like, you're just a little floating eyeball who is now about to be dead. Done. Easy peasy. The fact that I had to use healing items, I'm ashamed.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Yeah,
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
isn't that bad. It's
You
low
shouldn't
level
have any
compared to
trouble
me.
now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
Very good.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Phase 2, done. On to phase 3. Nope, not what I want. Actually, nope, no info about Helena. Okay, let's get out of here, Vogel. We need to go back to the hideaway. Again. For another fetch quest, I'm sure. What was it this time? For the, yeah, we got the plating, we got the helm. Now it's armor on top of plating. However, while I'm thinking about it, we got a new ability here. Urban Fury. Let's see how that goes instead. I feel like I'm probably going to want the other one anyway. And I might replace Raging Fist with it, but Urban Fury is the big super attack for fighting, so maybe it'll be useful. Just like Judgment Bolt and Brutus one that I'm forgetting right now.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
I like that Helena
She'll
is
be
in
along
italics to point out.
Excellent.
You should
Another
know
job
this,
well
Mid.
done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the
Right,
shielding.
the shielding, that's
This
it.
one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside.
Yeah, you don't make it
Thought a
sound
triple
very
thick
nice
layer
in
of
there.
tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
More
If I
Mithril?
were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Oh, right.
Harpocrates.
Oh, man.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Why don't you go yourself?
Right away.
Do you not like Tomes or something? Because Tomes is a lovely guy. He won't bite. Well, not unless you ask him to. You know, he's a very gracious guy who will do whatever he wants. Within reason. Desiree,
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Bearer's Plight. You were those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal's curse. But if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us. A friend in Northridge.
Here you
And
are.
they gave me 2 meteorite. How useless. We need 715 for the next one. That's going to take a little while. But then again, I thought 550 would take a while, and look how quickly we got to that. Hippocrates, Mr. Tomes, I have questions for you. Engineering questions. Not really something Clive would know
Hippocrates.
about.
Do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time.
Nah.
Could you take a look at this?
How about, I'm good. After you mentioning her name, no, I'm good. She's worse than her father.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it.
Yeah, very
As you can imagine,
specific.
she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
You got any
I
ideas
wondered
for
if you
us,
might know of a
Socrates?
solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have.
Sure. How, though?
But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms
So the
and
idea
wyverns
is
of the
just
realm,
to
nobles would daub their castle
treat
walls
the metal
with it
plating?
in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind
Who
as to
were
procure the
Bardolph and
necessary
Obelisk again?
ingredients,
Were they
I shall
the
discuss the
carpenters?
specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
I'm guessing
Thank
they
you,
were the
Arbates.
carpenters.
And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh, we're gonna get to go have a chat with Otto now? Or we're gonna take someone else with us? Oh, we're taking Jill and the doctor whose name I'm forgetting.
So you need a hand, do you?
Tanya,
do.
right?
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
So I took Gav with me earlier because I thought I'd need him for fighting. And now I'm curious to see what Otto would have had to say. So I think I'm gonna take Tanya
So,
with me.
Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right.
Let's go,
So,
Tanya.
what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Why are you
Though
putting
these items
shells
may
in your
seem
supper?
mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once
Seriously, why are
highly
you
prized.
putting shells in
So
your
much
food?
so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, I was
Well,
just there.
Isn't that
so.
convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right.
Sounds
Stay
good.
safe.
Let's head over there ourselves, shall we?
I'll see you later, Clive.
Jill, good luck.
Good luck with your research.
Sorry I didn't bring you along. Yes, I know where we're going, game. Northreach. Are we going inside the walls, or are we staying outside?
Now, where's Talia?
Looks like we're staying outside. And there's a chest here that I never got. Black blood. Well, that lets me sell some things.
Keep them pilgers nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
Need to stock up on
I'll
these.
have you spoiling enough.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
Yeah, we could do that.
Right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Sure, what does that leave you with? Conch shells and what? Greengrocer.
Like, don't touch anything. If that's what you want.
Please, thank you.
Take it.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
It was like 20 gil, it was cheap. And the
What can I
traveling
interest you in
trader.
today? I trust it's all here.
That should do it. Hopefully Ty is finished
One
too.
piece of garlic and one piece of pepper nut. Something tells me that's not going to be enough.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
I'm really curious what else was in this list of ingredients now. We know conch shells, but...
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
But you want to have a chat, right?
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
How would I know?
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
It is, because you're usually
I
the
think you
medic
might be
person.
right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once.
Yeah.
For shame.
Well, it
Did
seemed
you
long
really want to
overdue.
come out?
And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
Oh, that's
No
true.
luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories.
You were from
I came here
Northridge, I'm
with Sid
guessing.
once, shopping for supplies.
Maybe
just
not.
like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I
Yeah.
remember it as if it was yesterday.
Honestly surprised Kieran's still alive.
Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does.
That's a little longer.
In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
And so their journey came to an end. How lovely and peaceful. Or not, there's more. Okay.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
Okay.
All right. And thanks again.
Let's
I
get
heard you
to
the
it.
first time.
All those little lens flares that they love doing. Okay. Back to the hideaway.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
We're gonna find out how that moon dew is coming along next time on Final Fantasy 16. See you then.